Okay, hey guys, so here today I've got Sue and Nicky to talk about our Eat to Run program. It's been pretty good, wouldn't you say, guys?
It's been brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So Sue, you've been a client of Georgie's in the past, haven't you?
Yep.
And what were you doing before you sort of ever found out about George's services? And
I was working with a personal trainer and following a low-fat diet and doing mostly gym work. I lost quite a lot of weight. I lost 5 stone.
And was that a reason to do the Eat to Run program for you? Was that one of your motivations?
It was because the sort of last stone that I lost was because I was ill, really. That's why it went. So when I got better, that sort of weight started to go back on a little bit. And I just wanted to stop that from becoming a couple of pounds to half a stone to a stone, and just following the programs with George every now and again just makes you take a check on what you're doing. And just wanted to get to the point where I felt as though I was back in control again. So
Awesome.
which just to do those every sort of 12 weeks or so is a good thing to follow. So it's been really good. It's been great, isn't it?
Loved it.
Yeah, and Nicky, you've not had anything to do with any of our nutrition programs in the past,
No.
have you? And what sort of drew you to the Eat to Run program this time?
My weight is yo-yoed and I've been on a diet for the last 20 years.
Right.
Sometimes successfully, sometimes not.
Yeah.
I enjoy my running as well, and very often I'm just really tired. So I don't run properly, end up sort of walking quite a lot. So I wanted to improve that, and I saw that George put the advert out for the Eat to Run and thought, right, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
That's the best
excellent.
thing I've ever done.
Oh, really? So
Apart from have my daughter, obviously.
cool. So you actually think it's helped your running then?
Yeah, I'm not tired, I'm not hungry.
Cool.
I just feel really good.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Really, really good.
And so the food, I mean, did you find it very tasty or
It's amazing.
right?
It's
Really
fabulous.
good. Really, really good food. Easy recipes.
Yeah.
Really easy to follow. I mean, I
Easy
work
to
long
prepare.
hours, so
Yeah.
I need to get home and be able to do something fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And don't have any problem at all. And actually, it's quite good for batch cooking as well. So
Yeah,
you
it
can
is.
do batch cooking and then freeze. I
Yeah.
had vegetable chili today at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Out the freezer this morning. It's
Spinach
Right.
soup.
Just heated up at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Lovely. Really good.
And I mean, how have you found it's compared to you've done diets before? I mean, how was
Yeah.
the food in terms of compared to the
Not
diets
knocking
you've done?
them because they're massive, but I've done Slim and Willed and Weight Watchers.
Yeah, I've done past as well.
And you for Slim and Willed, you can eat 16 jacket potatoes a day. That doesn't make you feel good.
No.
It doesn't make you feel good. And my partner thinks that I've been overtaken by an alien because I don't cook. And I've literally been batch cooking, making the spinach soup, the banana bread, frittatas, everything. What's the jar one called? The
burritos in a jar.
Yeah. Literally having lovely food.
So why were you able to do that? If you've not really prepared food much in the past, why has it worked this time?
It starts in your head. Christmas time, I wore a dress in a size I really didn't want to my Christmas party. Felt absolutely rubbish, and felt rubbish sort of all through. You put a smile on your face, and everyone says you look lovely when you go out, and you just
feel it yourself.
you don't feel it. So as I say, I literally just saw George's advertisement and thought I'm going to do this.
Cool.
So it was in my head, but the food it is really easy.
It's not like being on a diet
No,
at all.
no, it
No.
isn't.
No.
You don't feel like you're sacrificing
Oh, you
things
definitely
too much?
don't. I think you eat
No.
better. I've eaten better in the last 3 weeks than I had
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, and then when you do have that one glass of wine instead of the whole 2 bottles,
80-20.
It's nice.
Yeah, brilliant. What was that first week like? Obviously you knew it was going to start. I think Georgie put you in the Facebook group on the sort of the Friday, Saturday,
Yeah, so you can go
starting
get your
on the
shopping.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go and plan the meals, go and do the shopping. I mean, I don't tend to buy ready meals anyway. I haven't done that for probably 2 or 3 years. So I do tend to cook things from fresh, but it's being able to find the time to do it a lot of the time. So to have things where the menus are easy and it's all laid out for you, and the planning, we sort of did it together almost, didn't we? So, do your week and then post it on the group.
Yeah.
So even from that point of view, it makes you because you're going to post
it
it.
does.
So
It
makes
does.
you do it.
It's amazing what a Facebook group can do.
Amazing.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
we
Yeah.
take a
And those
picture of
recipes,
everything
everything
you
we've
eat.
done. Yeah. Here's my breakfast again.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and it is definitely motivating to see what other people have done as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a funny thing. You hear about people hassling people that have posted stuff. What they've eaten on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't find it particularly interesting myself to see a post from a friend who they've eaten certain food. But if it's in a closed group, and the point of everyone is,
you're doing it for the same reasons.
Yeah,
and there's things on
exactly.
there I still haven't tried yet.
No.
There's still things I haven't yet got
great.
to because there's just been so much variety.
Yeah.
So still
Well, that's
plenty to do.
important, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
it's great.
That's really good.
Really good. And when you're working as well, which most of us are these days, to be fair, you also need things that you can, Monday to Friday, I can't cook breakfast because I don't have the time. I'm in the car at 6:45 in the morning. So to have something that I can take into work with me and it stays nice and I can have it later on, it is great, really. And that works as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really good.
Excellent. And what sort of changes have you noticed since you've started the plan? And Nicky, we'll start with you.
I lost 16 pounds in 3 weeks.
16 pounds.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I lost 9 pounds in my first week. I got on the scales and I just literally nearly cried. I just couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I think I remember you posting that actually on the second week, saying this can't be right, the scales must be wrong.
Yeah, well, I messaged George. I went, I'm not quite sure what's happened.
Excellent.
Obviously it's to make you feel better and, primarily to give you the energy to run better. But for me, with the weight loss as well, it's just a perfect combination.
And that will make the running easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Brilliant. How about you, Sue?
Yeah, I turned mine in my head into bags of sugar and thought about the number of bags of sugar
Yes,
I was
I
carrying.
saw
Do you
that.
remember
Yeah,
I was carrying around with me when I was running, and that was my target to start with, was to get rid of a couple of bags of sugar and not carry them around the race course with me. And I didn't lose as much as you, but I lost 9 pounds in the 3 weeks.
Fantastic.
Which
amazing.
it was amazing.
And then you were already eating pretty well.
I was eating pretty well,
So
and I got rid of the coffee. The caffeine's already out of my diet, and I was eating quite well, really. I'm dairy free now as well. That
so
was through George.
What do you think sort of boosted you from a decent level? You knew a lot about nutrition, about what George's philosophy is. What do you think sort of gave you the extra boost with this program then? Was it
wanting to be able to improve the running? Because I've been running probably with the club for nearly a year now.
Yep.
And you sort of go to a level and then you think, actually I'm ready to move on to the next level now, but you've got to have something to push you over that sort of next step, really, haven't you? And I think for me, it was definitely maintaining the energy levels for the amount of time, especially when working long hours. You finish work, you get in the car, you come and you want to run. That's from I've been out since 6:45 in the morning to maintain that energy and have the energy to actually drive here and get out the car and run. I can do that now, whereas before I'd probably have thought, oh really? I'll just go home. And then I probably would grab something quick for tea, which might not have been so nutritious. My Thai chicken curry is in the fridge tonight, waiting for when I get home from here, and
Organised.
I know it's there. Very organised. And it, the Cheltenham Challenge, was it 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago? That, a massive difference from the first weeks in the race course where the first time I couldn't run around that race course, couldn't do it, and then I finished the Cheltenham Challenge.
10k.
So, 10k.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Walked up one hill. So that's
the steepest part, right at the end.
Right at the end, and I was really chuffed with that. Actually, it was a massive achievement
you guys
for
were
me.
absolutely stoked with that. I can remember when
we
you came
were
in.
really, really pleased with it. Very
That's
exciting.
amazing. Well done.
Yeah, so that's definitely, the energy levels are definitely in a different place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what were the major changes that you feel like you made with this program, Nicky? Were you eating very well beforehand, do you think, or
not really?
When
I was drinking a lot of alcohol on the weekend. A bottle of Prosecco on a Friday and a Saturday night, which I think is quite normal, I would hope, for some people. I now literally have one glass because I just wasn't thinking about it, and probably have a takeaway a couple of times a week, which costs a fortune, and it just makes you feel rubbish. When I'd finish eating it, I would feel rubbish. But now it's a lot about planning. But then, batch cooking. So I'll batch cook the spinach soup.
That's lovely.
Make my oats for breakfast for sort of 3 or 4 days in advance. Have lots of things in the fridge that I can just grab or make a meal from really quickly. It takes you sort of a week or so to get into it. Sit and read everything, and then you're good to go, because it is easy.
Just sets you up so well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And you know, if
So you
my-
also realise after a while that actually you can mix some of those things up a little bit,
yeah,
can't you? Which
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
starting to do by the end of week 3.
Really
so,
flexible.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant. And yourself, did you make many changes, or was it mostly just the planning for you?
No, water I think was probably the biggest change.
Yeah.
Was drinking more.
Yeah.
You know, even though I tried to have a conscious, you know, that I need to drink more water, I knew I wasn't drinking enough. So I only have 1 cup of coffee a day. That was, you know, was a massive change, but not from this program. That was from the last time I did some work with George. And I have 1 cup of coffee a day. The rest of the time I drink water now.
It's exactly
But I
what
wasn't
I do.
drinking enough, whereas now I do. So,
Excellent.
and that's definitely made a difference as well. So it's good.
Same
All
here.
good.
Any other thoughts on the program? Would you suggest other people try it?
JDI.
Huh?
Just do it.
Oh,
No,
excellent.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this has been our best program so far. You
Yeah.
know, especially targeted to runners.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
been
just
great.
gone fantastically
Yeah.
well.
No, it's
I
great.
mean,
The support's been
results-
amazing.
Yeah,
The
it has.
Facebook groups, you know, it's fun. We post all sorts of things on there. Really great.
Yeah, and I think the fact that when it was coming to the end, people were saying, "Can't believe 3 weeks is gone,"
Yeah.
and what we're going to do now, what
Yeah.
we're going to do when the group closes.
Yeah, we're panicking.
You know, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that's great, and I think my mindset now has changed as well, in that I'm not so bothered about the weight anymore. I know that's because of what I've done in the past as well, but it's more about getting rid of that body fat now. So getting that down to a level which is a bit different, a different thought and a different mindset.
Yes,
So off the
exactly.
step almost, off the naughty step,
Yes.
as the body coach calls it.
Yeah.
But for me, that's what's important now. So
Well,
that's my targets from now on.
Muscle
So
weighs a lot more than fat.
Fat,
So
yeah,
um,
exactly.
it
So
pays
if
to know
that
the
works,
difference.
then the weight probably won't change that much.
Yeah.
That's right.
So which is great.
Yeah,
It's all good.
awesome. Thank you very much for your time, guys, and
Thank you.
congratulations on your success with the program.
Thank you.
Thank
Been
you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Connor.